Well, guys, today we're going to learn that size does not always matter for everything. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JoesTech. Today we're going to be taking a look at the K63 keyboard from Corsair. This is their new Compact Series 10 keyless mechanical keyboard that came out a couple months ago. I was really looking forward to taking a look at this keyboard, and they were kind enough to send over a sample so that I could kind of see how it works out. It was a bit of an adjustment, but before we get into that, why don't we go ahead and see, what features a keyboard like this has. The Corsair K63 is again aimed to take its place in the compact mechanical gaming category with a small footprint of roughly 14.4 inches wide, with a depth of 6.7 inches and a height of 1.6 inches. Like some of the other mechanical keyboards in the Corsair line, the K63 is equipped with genuine Cherry MX red switches. For those of you unfamiliar with this switch, you can expect something with lightweight feedback and accurate linear response. These switches will not provide the loud, clicky feedback seen with the Cherry MX Blue switch that some of you may have used in the past, but that doesn't really impact performance and is more of a personal preference. One nice aesthetic that Corsair also took in designing the keyboard was to develop the spacebar with a nice texture, which just adds to the experience. Towards the top of the board, Corsair has added basic non-mechanical multimedia functions, allowing for you to easily change tracks or adjust volume without the need to click through any open apps. In addition to the multimedia buttons, you'll also find a backlight brightness button along with the Windows lock button to help you from accidentally hitting the Windows key at the most inopportune times. Moving to the back of the keyboard, you have your standard single height adjustable arms to tilt the keyboard if leaving it flat just isn't your style. And to keep continuity in the cleanliness of this keyboard, Corsair kept the quality going and made sure the USB connector has the same heavy-duty USB connector found on many of their other peripherals. Aside from being a backlit mechanical keyboard and also having individually lit keys, this keyboard is also customizable. When paired with Corsair's Q software, the K63 can be configured to illuminate certain keys for certain games, illuminate in different lighting modes, or be programmed with multi-key macros. If you guys are interested in checking this keyboard out, I'll go ahead and leave links to everything in the description below. But as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it was a little bit of an adjustment for me getting used to a keyboard without a 10 key. Obviously, I also work in IT professionally, so I took this keyboard actually to work and home back and forth kind of for the last week or so to kind of get a full, thorough test of it. I did basically find myself going to use the 10 key a lot at work because obviously, I punch in a lot of like IP addresses and things like that, and it's kind of easy to go to that 10 key, for quick, punching in numbers, things like that. But obviously that's just a habit created by me of using, a 10 key keyboard for the last few years. But aside from that, the typing was very precise at work. I didn't have any issues adjusting to the new keys, even though they were different size than my previous keyboard. Now, the actual spacing between the control keys between this keyboard and another older mechanical keyboard that I'm using at work were pretty much exactly the same, which is nice because this keyboard is much smaller, takes up a much smaller footprint on the desk. As far as the quality of the keys and the feel of the keyboard, it felt pretty good. Obviously, it's brand new, so I'm not sure if that's because it's brand new and my other keyboard's been, used for the last couple years, but the keys didn't really have a ton of flex in them. They were very precise, in vertical movement. The click itself, it's not very loud. It's very smooth, very kind of like buttery, like I think I had a sample here in the video already of, but I think it's totally worth the price point that they're asking at $79 US. If I had to have any complaints, which I don't know that this is really even fair, but because this is kind of a compact series keyboard and I think it's really aimed at mobile use as well as home, taking up less space on your desk, it'd be nice if they did have, I would say, dual USB connections. I know a lot of keyboards have a single USB, which is great for your mouse, but especially if it's going to be used for mobile, it'd be nice if it had two so that you would have at least a headphone jack and a USB jack for your mouse, of course. Now, aside from that, the only other complaint I had was that there was no palm rest. I noticed there's notches on the back of the keyboard where you would, I believe, put, a palm rest, but I don't know if that's like an optional piece of equipment that they offer or something like that, or that they were planning on putting in and they just didn't. I don't know what the reasoning was, but that would be nice to have. Obviously, again, it's hard to complain when you're only paying $79 for a mechanical keyboard that has the quality and the feel that this one does. It does not feel cheap. And I don't think anybody will be really disappointed. So if there's anything I didn't answer for you guys, feel free to go ahead and leave those in the comments section below. And let me know what you guys think about this keyboard. I'm pretty happy with it. I would definitely recommend it to a friend. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on the way out. And of course, if you guys want to see more tech videos like this in the future, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for joining us, and I'll see you guys in the next one.